baby. Just followed me in.
Uh-huh.
And I thought was a well.
Pulled all the lambs, and now we're sending moms out onto pasture. No. Come on. Shh. 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 Come on. Come on, girls. Come on, girls. Nimbus, here. Little turd. We went ahead and pulled the rams out of the flock today. It was time. Saturday's the 1st, and I was just ready to have them out. So we're going to move them back into with the rest of the rams, and then I think tomorrow we're going to run all the rams and decide who's staying and who's getting sold. Yeah, Bagel has him both in tall
Everything.
and bulk.
Bagel stays.
Yep, we'll give Toast another
While. Who's
While.
Toast his mom?
Anna.
Yeah. He has the potential.
He has the potential, but we don't know who Daddy is.
You don't?
Nope.
At all.
We think it's one of these
Dude.
two rams, because she lambed about the same time the week that they were in early.
We think that it's one of the butch rams.
Yes, a week and a half before everybody else.
She's gonna come over.
Yep.
Because
Take harnesses off of the 2 of them and throw all 4 of these back into the ram pen, because those 2 were not supposed to be in with the ewes, only those 2. Best laid plans, y'all. Good afternoon. It is a fun-filled, windy day. Kind of par for the course for Idaho. I am standing in the middle of the hayfield, waiting for my daughter to let the sheep loose that have been sitting at the barn in the lagoon pasture, is what we call it, where they spend the night, because they keep finding a hole to jump into this hayfield, and we need to figure out where that hole is. So I'm here, and I'm going to be watching this corner over here, this whole tree line, and then this corner over here, to see if they come in any of those sections. And then my husband is back there somewhere. I think he's, oh yeah, see, he's still driving. And he's gonna go up onto the lake bank and kind of watch the entire farm from there. That way, if they are jumping like in a different spot, hopefully we can figure it out, because it's kind of getting ridiculous. They need to stay, there's so much feed in those pastures, they just need to stay there. But no, they want the hayfield, of course. So I'm just going to sit here and wait and see what we come up with. Looks like the sheep have finally made it over there. So we will see if they will circle around and come through this pasture over here, and then maybe jump this fence line. You guys see my dog right there, just meandering his little way. He's such a good dog.
Bird stuff, but you can't use the bird stuff yet.
Correct. So they're just starting to come into this other, what we call the old mare pasture. And we'll see if they jump anywhere along this fence line. Or if we're just gonna pretty much waste this whole day watching sheep stay where they belong.
Yeah.
The story of our lives. We've been out here watching for 2 hours.
Yes.
And they're finally circling back around into the mare pasture. So we will see if anybody decides to come in to the field. Or it could have just been one of those days. This group out here is heading somewhere. And sorry for the dirty windshield. Yeah, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, sort of. That group that's out there, they jumped the fence somewhere. We're just not sure where yet. We think maybe down in this hole over here. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting sheep. Still haven't figured out where they got out.
But here they come.
But here they come back. Ugh, we gotta shear. Some of these girls are looking pretty rough.
Yeah. They either need to live more in the trees or less in the trees.
No kidding.
They'd live more in the trees, they'd pull it all off. They'd live less in the trees, they wouldn't be missing as much.
True.
Okay, this is a way bigger group than went by.
Yeah, because I don't remember seeing Moscow in that other group.
No, so this group came
She's right
from,
there.
This group came from the south side.
Yep. So once they all get past,
Yep. Then we're
we'll
gonna loop around that way.
toddle that way. And yeah, because there's a lot more lambs. Well, last year lambs.
Sure. But no one in that group.
Few stragglers that don't want to come through the gate.
And there could even be a couple up there towards the lake bank.
You don't see any, but you could be right. But yeah, I think we need to go check that
Other side.
west fence on the other side of these trees and the creek.
Yep. So it isn't this fence.
Nope, it's a different fence.
I think they're going around and then coming across.
And then coming through here.
Yep. Coming across the little bridge on the neighbors and then coming
And
back
then coming
home.
back home. At least they come home.
Yeah, but if they're gonna eat food where they're not supposed to be, it'd be better if it was the neighbors' food.
Rather than the hayfield.
Yeah.
Kind of prefer them just to stay in the
In their own
pasture.
circle.
Yeah, in the pasture rather than in any field.
Good thing is, it won't take much to get them out of here because none of them went to the slough.
That is true.
So
this, whoops. So, yeah, this fence and that fence and the other fence and the other fence all need to be like top of the list.
now, one thing that we forgot to, they could be dropping down and going through the creek and coming up on the other side of the creek and looping around.
I thought we put a panel over there.
Well, but not down through at where the water is.
Oh, no, just tree branches. They're just jumping right here where there's this big old gap and lots of wool. And then just toddling all the way around. I'll bet that's exactly where they're going. So yeah, if we bring out 2 panels, this probably needs a new stretch of fence. I think this wire has been here since before you guys bought the place. there's no doubt that's exactly where they're jumping through.
Yep. And that's why they were disappearing.
Yep. Look at all the wool on the trees.
Across the creek right there.
Yep. Okay. Okay, well, good to know. Because, yeah, they can't get through here. Water down there. And there's really nowhere for them to climb up this side. So, yep.
My shoes untied.
I see that. Uh-oh.
Oh, is that one loose?
No, I stepped in a gopher hole.
Oh.
Yeah, I think if we bring 2 panels out, but eventually this is going to have to become a higher toward the top fence. Well, it turned into a really rainy day, but you guys, you're never going to guess what my husband got me. I'm not sure I should be really proud of it either. Look, I got babies. These 2 little buggers. I know, babies. Hi, baby. How are you? So this is my husband's little bottle baby. And these are my 2 that he brought me home. So we have a friend that we lend her a ram every year, and she repays us with a ewe lamb. So these are Hook's babies, and we'll probably sell the boy, which is this one, and keep the girl as one of our replacements. And then our little stud muffin. I don't know if his mom just gave up on him or if he gave up on her, but he's goofball. But he wasn't doing so hot, so we brought him in here, and we've been bottle feeding him. They've got some pellets, which it looks like they are almost out of, and all the hay they could want. And he's just kind of hanging. Not bad. Well, today was supposed to be fencing day, but it is still raining. So it was also supposed to be planting day. I was supposed to get my cabbage and Brussels sprouts and cauliflower all in the garden. That probably won't happen today. So I think it's a go to town day. Because why not? Got the fence. Now we need to figure out how to anchor it somewhere here, and then it's got to go all the way to the posts up there, and then figure out how to stretch it uphill. Old wire's off, so now we'll put the new wire on the fence. So it's definitely not perfect, but we got it up. Stretch the creek all the way up here, right to the gate. So we just tacked it down, and we will stretch it probably next weekend. I have to work all this week, so I won't be home at all.
Like just dive off down there. Look at that. Look at that metal clear down in there.
And then angle it up
Back
to
to
here.
here. I think it's long enough to do that.
Got a
But-
shovel. We might have to dig out some of this.
Bank.
Yeah. But they are, little turds are just walking right through here.
Yeah, just jumping that and hanging close enough that
They're sheep, not mountain goats. They're not supposed to do this stuff.
they're out. They're gonna end up in that tree.
Right.
There might be one dump.
Tree branch. Might be one dumb one that tries, but
Yeah. All right. So now up to
Yep.
that post.
it's wired all the way down to the creek. And back up here. And if we're lucky, that is the last hole we will need to fix. Maybe.